Welcome, my computer duders, to this fine, lovely place. Who wouldn't want to come here? I was convinced by the travel brochure, personally. Yes. Right-handed, analog rotation, smooth rotation. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for giving me these options. This is organ quarter. I'm gonna turn off that effect. Hold on. There we go. A Silent Hill inspired survival horror game for VR. In other words, more or less the kind of thing I bought VR for in the first place. I was counting on there eventually being games like this, and lo and behold, one materialized. Look at my grody fucking hand. This is what happens if you masturbate all day every day. It's like a fucking gross gardening glove. Although maybe the texture of the glove could be pleasurable, I don't know. This calls for experimentation. Some nice parallax mapping on the floor, which in VR is actually 3D. You can see the depth that's intended to... It completes the illusion. And I have this laser pointer, which of course, if you're gonna be fucking fighting zombies and horror beings from another dimension, you can just distract them. They're like cats. They'll chase the dot. They don't know what the dot is. They don't know who controls the dot. It's a mystery. Let's get right into this. I always go hardest. Usually to my own detriment. Okay, so apparently I have flashlight right hand, and my left hand is free for other stuff. So far similar to Doom 3. I also don't have to stand up for this, which I appreciate because I'm a lazy son of a bitch. There's a bit of stuttering, but not as much as I would expect. Honestly, I'm impressed and pleased. Because I am recording with OBS, so there's non-trivial overhead. I would have expected the performance to be much worse. The graphics are kind of basic, but they look a lot like PS2 Silent Hill 2, which has its own kind of creep factor. You know, if the graphics are too high fidelity, it's not as scary. I don't know why. There we go. That's actually not janky, I'm just stupid. 90% of the problems caused in my... Oh, immediately mystery meat. What do you mean you don't have a meat floor where you live? It's the coolest! Oh, I can't actually... Wait a minute. I can't go upstairs. What the fuck is that? It works like a ladder. I'm digging the atmosphere so far, though. Although a tutorial like this, while necessary, kind of diminishes the scare factor and makes the game less mysterious. Oh, okay. So far pretty well made. I remember playing the alpha, and it was a janky mess. Like, it's made in Unity. It doesn't show as much as it did. It really used to show a lot. I like that I can use my flashlight even if I'm using my gun at the same time, because I need a free hand for puzzle shit. I can't always be going back and forth between... That's a good mechanic. Oh, meat doors. Of course. Of course. Meat technology has come so far. Meet televisions, what did I tell you? It's a state of the art. Sharp made this. Panasonic made this. Sharp and Panasonic made this. Oh. Well. That escalated quickly. As it should. You're wanted in the test chamber, Gordon. In the chest chamber. It's a chamber of chests. We're perverts here. What would the chest chamber be? Would it be like scientists trying to grow boobs from stem cells? I hope that never happens, because that would... Like, nobody would want a relationship if they could just go out and buy a pair of boobs. I'm not ready.
I'm sorry.
I'm not ready. My sins are too numerous. I have not atoned yet.
It was an experimental procedure.
The meat void beckons sensually,
No other choice.
as I always knew it would.
It was too late. Would have died anyway.
I'm being coated in meat mist.
It was not.
You think that shit's cheap? Meat mist is expensive. Be thankful. Cherish these blessings.
Historical event. Will be remembered forever.
Blah. Last time on Lost. The Q and quarter kind of looks like a baker's bun, making me hungry. So how many quarters does an organ cost? They're pretty expensive last time I checked. Not that I went looking for the prices of organs. I might be a little short in this game. I think if I stand up,
It's me.
this is my intended height.
Check in on you. Haven't seen you in over half a year. A year.
But I really hate standing. I'm gonna probably do it anyway for immersion.
Listen, if you're here in the organ quarter,
I may sit at other points in the game just because my legs are weak. I skipped every
won't
leg
take
day.
No for an answer. As your doctor, I'm prescribing you a dose of society and entertainment. See you soon.
Society and entertainment, fuck off. You're not even a real doctor. We both know that. I mean, I let you feel my nuts. Because you get something out of it and I get something out of it. The whole roleplay scenario. But next time, I'm going to wear the white lab coat. I'm going to feel your nuts. I'm going to put things into your ass you never dreamed of. This is a really cool mechanism. Sticking your head into a TV to save your game. Well, I live in Detroit, apparently. Bulletproof glass on your apartment patio is probably not a bad idea. This is actually what my apartment looks like, too. It's not such a bad looking bed, though. I wish I could afford an apartment. 2 bedrooms. 2-bedroom apartment. So who lives with him? Is it just him and meat television? Because honestly, that's an orifice. It's an orifice. He can get head from it. What more do you need to be happy? Okay, now I can't move. Now I can't. Never mind, I can. I'm supposed to be shorter than this, apparently. Why do I feel like I'm still in the tutorial? I have to give them credit. I have to give them a lot of credit for allowing smooth locomotion and smooth turning. A lot of devs don't do that, and it ruins the game. I have to question why this is only on Steam VR, because Steam VR still gives me minor issues. I would like an Oculus Home version of this game. I would buy it twice. I love anything survival horror. You remember my playthrough of Araya, how much fun I had with that. It's a real fake door. This is in the Rick and Morty universe. Another orifice. This is really a paradise of mysterious orifices to explore with my dongulus. That's what I call it. Actually, I call it Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, like the Sega Genesis game. This is like real life where you have to stoop down to do everything. It's funny how big of a deal short guys make of height. Like they think, oh, if only I was tall, I would be swimming in pussy. No. No, let me tell you, friend. You can be over 6 feet like me, and if you're autistic, it doesn't matter. You can have money like I do, and if you're autistic, it doesn't matter. Because you have less game than PS3. And that's no game at all. Apparently I have just a picture of some Indian man. Which I think some kind of photoshopping may have been done to this. But how would you tell? Oh cool, now embarrassing notifications are going to appear during my gameplay. That's what I want. That's what I want when I'm immersed in virtual reality. It's still kind of... I still kind of don't believe that VR has actually taken off. It's funny. It's taken off in the minds of everybody except those who can't afford it. And they're like discussing, making threads like, why has VR failed? Where they just talk about their sour grapes. I have a jar of monkey semen. Which is very fortuitous because a man of my constitution and age often goes through 2 or 3 jars a week. What is written on this? Is this Braille? Oh, yesterday morning the walls sounded really healthy. This is where I could use Vive Pro. I hate to say it, but I could to read this text. I don't care. I just don't care enough. I'm loving this so far. This is exactly what I bought VR for. And I was worried it was going to be shit after I played the alpha. The alpha was so... well, unfinished, but it's an alpha. I guess I wasn't fair to him. I don't know what I thought would happen. I guess I was being pessimistic. But really, this... you know what this reminds me of? It's Alchemilla. Alchemilla? The Half-Life 2 mod by Russian fans of Silent Hill 2. Which is notoriously ball-bustingly difficult and cryptic. I mean, I like cryptic puzzles. Because I played the Myst games all the way through. But, you know, that was one where I had to get, like, a notebook. And write shit down and memorize shit. Apparently I live here. Okay. Am I a squatter? Am I squatting here? What's in the fridge? What do I eat? Can't open it. Offhand controller. Okay, that's the map. That's really cool. I'm really impressed so far. It runs well. It looks good. And I mean what I said about graphical fidelity. A horror game should not be super graphically impressive, because then the graphics distract you. It'll look too nice. It's possible. It should look grungy, and it should look basic. It should, because the simplicity of the level geometry conveys despair. It conveys emptiness and barrenness. If it's too busy, if there's too much going on, then it's architecturally interesting, and you actually don't want a horror game to be architecturally... well, I don't mean like... how to say this? It's a difficult concept to convey. In this kind of horror game, you want things to be really bleak and dismal. And it doesn't stay dismal if there's all this cool, interesting shit to look at. What if I use the jar? Is there anything in here I want? I can't lean my head through the wall. That's well done on the part of the game developers. I've been waiting for this, though. I'm excited. I'm so fucking excited for this. Hold on. I wasn't kidding about you know, my living conditions too. I live in a tiny box. I live in basically the cheapest studio I could find in Portland, which was still obscenely expensive. Because it's fucking Portland. And everybody wants to come live here after seeing it on television. And the thing is, it kind of does live up to those TV shows and everything, but at the same time, we don't want you here. We don't. Go away. We have enough shit to deal with. And a lot of young homeless people come here because they think it'll be easy to live here. I guess it is compared to some other places. Eat it. Eat it. It's good for you. You too good for your monkey semen? It's got vitamin D. Whoops. How am I going to grab that when I don't have tracking down there? Well, I fucked myself already. I can't reach down there because I don't have tracking, and that's underneath where the actual floor is. No settings. Well, alright, I've already fucked up. At least I know where the jar is, so when I come back and recalibrate Steam, that's part of the problem is the floor position is not oh wait, this wasn't open before. Is not correct. The floor position has to be correct for me to pick things up off the floor. The floor. That's French for the floor. What time period is this set in? That's the other thing. You can't... It's really hard to have a futuristic horror game. Futuristic appliances are not scary. Okay, I have to put a third doll into that socket to get the gun. This is cool so far. Having a chair handy for when you want to actually sit down in VR is really immersive. It's kind of a must-have, I want to say. No, I don't just want to say it. I do. I do say it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Go where you wanna go. Do what you wanna do. Poo what you wanna poo. And where you wanna poo. Okay, I can pick that up. I think I'm gonna recalibrate before the next video because my height is a little bit off. Which might be my fault for sitting down when I started this. Oh, weird. This looks like the set from an urban-themed 1990s sitcom, where all the neighbors would know each other and bicker from their various balconies. How do I activate those? This is a clue. This is a fucking clue. Oh! Oh! I didn't notice that up there. What is this thing? Oh, it's ammunition. That'll be really handy when I get the gun, if I ever do. Where did I come from? I came from over there, so I should go this way. What's in here? What's in your wallet? Where's the beef? What if you combine those two and it turns out in his wallet is where the beef was the entire time? This is similar to where I came from, but not the same, because the area where I came from had a broken wall here with some wood. So what's... I like the fact that they don't set the story up. I really appreciate that. No, I need a gun to get through here, I think. Here's the figure. I need to get the gun. I don't like this. I don't like any part of this. I don't like this. I'm getting bad ouchie no-no feelings in my swimsuit area. In the swimsuit area of my heart. I'm gonna go back and get the gun fucking immediately. I mean, this is Detroit, so it makes sense that there would be just a gun laying around in somebody's apartment. Nope. I don't really appreciate the transitions. And I can't move. There we go. I have to activate the... I have to push a button. I don't know how I feel about that. A little bit poopy, to be frank. Or Carl. Carl is also acceptable. Frank is not the only one who... That was actually kind of a disappointingly simple puzzle. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I'm gonna go fucking kill that asshole. Not for anything in particular, just because he looks different from me. Because I'm a cis hetero white male, and that's what we do. Okay, there's a bug where after you go through a door, the left controller does not respond. Ah! Does not respond until you push a button. I'm conserving ammo, because I know it's gonna fucking... Are you dead? You look like a mozzarella stick, man. You look like what happens when I try to microwave pizza rolls. That is a shapely butt, though. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at those buttocks. Cheesy or not cheesy? Extremely cheesy. Chester the cheetah. Molester the cheetah. I need to get that. I'm gonna... It says love on it. I want love. I'm desiring of love. I can't grab that. I can't grab it. It's too low. That's kind of a bad thing. This needs distance grabbing. A lot of other games let you point at stuff you want to grab, instead of having to move your hand all the way to it. That's a crucial feature. If the devs are watching this, I don't know how I did that. And also, devs, the ladder mechanism sucks balls right now. I don't want to descend ladders like this. I want to just go down ladders normally. Can you please let me do that? I'm gonna sit down just to put me within range of shit. I'm enjoying this. It's still a little bit janky. It doesn't have some of the polish of other games on VR right now. This is normal. This is... Real buildings are laid out this way. I see nothing amiss here. Where's the puppet man? Where's the puppet man? I know you're fucking in here. I know you're in here. Are you in the meat room? You are. No, 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 no! Oh. Oh, A+ on the monster designs. He's got nipple arms. What other game has nipple arms? Name even one. A fucking plus. Okay, this is worth it. If I had gotten that health syringe, if I could have reached it, that would have... Is this where I take a shit in order to decrease my fear meter? I wish I could reach that syringe. I wish there was distance reaching. Like in every other... Well, not every other, but most other first-person VR games have distance grabbing. Like Killing Floor lets me grab things from a distance. I hope the devs see this and implement that feature. Because currently it's not really playable without it. It's almost playable. It's like 99%. I'm really enjoying the combat. Simple, but it doesn't have to be complex. I'd like to be able to shoot off parts of the monsters in order to drive home that they're not easily stopped. So that if you hit a wrong part of them, like their arm, it causes damage but doesn't really slow them down. I can't play stuff without critiquing it. I feel like having worked on a VR game, though, I'm in a position to do that. No, I want to grab that syringe down there. Don't do that. Don't force me to go up a flight upstairs when I don't want to. That's part of the problem with the stair mechanism. No, I fucking fired a bullet. Shit. These are in short supply, kind of. There we go. I got it. And I can presumably inject myself. I'm going to stand up. I really wish I could kneel down far enough to get that. Can't. We can't. That's just there forever. I'm gonna need that for a puzzle, though, aren't I? I wish the devs hadn't done that. Not everybody has Vive, okay? And even the people who have Vive, not everybody has the full trackable space. What, do I need to buy a house now to play VR? I should just clear out some of the stuff in this place. Then I wouldn't have to bitch about not having enough room. Studio apartments are small. They're not Japanese small. Okay, I already killed that guy. What else do I need to do? I'm pretty sure I needed to... I still need that stuff. I need to figure out some way of grabbing that jar. But I can't physically put my hand through the floor, and I don't have tracking below the desk. Because the cameras can't see under the desk. I don't want to make it sound like this isn't rad. This is rad as hell. Okay, something goes in here. This is a puzzle. I have no idea what. Is it the basketball? Do I have to go grab the basketball and bounce it in the squares? After this video, I'm going to go through Steam VR calibration again, which never seems to remember correctly what my height is. The thing is, I'm kind of seeing someone right now. They're just gone all the time, so it's not like a... doesn't feel like a real relationship at all, but then that's kind of not what either of us want. Like, I don't want the maintenance and involvement or expense, and she doesn't really want somebody who needs constant attention. So it works, but like neither of us is fully satisfied. I don't know how to solve that either. Even if she didn't travel so much, I'm not really attentive at all. Like, when I think about having like a conventional relationship, I think about stuff like an itemized cost list, like the amount of money it would cost me compared to like hobbies. I don't want to classify dating as a hobby because then that's like semi-sociopath territory. But if you look at how much it costs to actively go on dates all the time, and even if you're like steadily dating, going steady, that's so 1950s. Even if you're steadily dating somebody, the same person, they still want to go do fancy shit. And there's the fact that neither of us will even fit in the other's apartment. Each of us has an apartment only about big enough for one person. These are the problems. These are why people aren't having babies. The societal problems. Is the cost of housing is a big one. And mortgaging a house so you can live in a good neighborhood near a school. I don't even want to think about that yet. I'm not ready for that stage in my life. I want to just keep playing VR basically, and then using the VR footage to generate income so that I can keep playing VR and use it to pay rent and food and other expenses. That's basically my plan, is to keep doing that until I'm just a withered corpse with a VR headset on its face, and use the money also to gradually upgrade my gear. Are there Spoopamans in here? This is where they come from, isn't it? This is Spoopaland, the national homeland of Spoopamans of all walks of life. Young, old, rich, poor. Oh, cotton candy in the walls. I bet you didn't know this. Why y'all eating Tide Pods when there's cotton candy in the walls the entire time? Open one up and look. That shit's delicious. Can I get through there? No, I'm wasting bullets, which is a really bad idea when you live in Spoopaland. I haven't been in there before. That's a surprise. Have I been in here? No, I haven't. And I'm not going to go in there because it's fake. It's a real fake door. Like almost every door in Silent Hill. It's so fucking authentic. I could puke. Jimmy? Jimmy? Come out of the bathroom. I know what you're doing in there. I found one of my magazines missing, Jimmy. Have you got it? We need to talk about your developing sexuality. You're gonna see some things in those magazines that I need to explain to you. You need some context. Man, that was nostalgic. What is that about? Like parents for some reason want to catch their kids masturbating. Why don't you fuck off and let your kid explore their own sexuality on their own terms in privacy, instead of barging in to look at them touching their wiener?
Oh, hello. A bit
Hey,
rude
baby.
of you to walk in here without knocking. I could have been completely undressed. That would have been uncomfortable. It's nice to see you emerge from your apartment, anyway. You might have died in there.
Who dis?
I'm sure you thought about it. Dying all alone. With the stench of rot in these walls, nobody would have found your corpse. How romantic. Hey, when you die, can I have your skin? Sorry, I'm just joking around.
Oh, real cool Craigslist tiered voice actor. Actress.
I'm going out for a drink later. You should join me. Jupiter's Belly, out near the university, on the edge of the Organ Quarter. We could use each other's company, I'm sure. Take care. For now.
Spooky bitch. Like a fucking 90s mall goth. Oh, it's so scary. Oh, I'm gonna ask if I can use your skin when you die. Oh, it's like a 9th grade spooky fanfiction. Look at all these spooky drawings. Oh, I bet she has a lot of shit from Hot Topic in her closet with bats on it. And fucking Jack Skellington. You're so fucking unique. Exactly as unique as every 15-year-old that I ever knew in high school. She's wearing leggings, though, so probably I will go and meet up with her later. Just to scope out that ass. See if she's smuggling some fine Christmas hams and inquire as to whether or not I can glaze those hams with my special sauce. It's an exotic blend of one herbs and spices, and that's semen. Don't tell anyone now, that's a secret. Can I get down to the ground level now? Because she invited me to go get a drink with her. This is hell, though, so probably she's a trap. And I still need that jar of love, don't I? Which is a problem, because I can't fucking get it. Because of how the developers designed the game, under the assumption that everybody will be able to reach everything all the time. This is about what I can afford in terms of apartment quality. Exit, here we go. I'm missing the jar of love, but I probably won't need that. I'm hoping. I appreciate that I have a gun. I mean, if I didn't have any kind of defense... How many gun bullets do I have left? I need to stop wasting bullets. I really do. I can't save my game on that television. Damn it. Here's some fucking heroin. That might increase the enjoyment of this game somewhat. Yeah, put stuff at waist height so I can actually reach it. My health is not doing great. I might want to inject one of these things. I might want to inject an entire marijuana. 1 like equals 1 prayer. No, excuse me, prayer. They can never spell it right. That's the key to accurate Christian vernacular English, is spelling like you've had half of your brain replaced with a bag of sand. 1 like equals 1 parrier. 9 out of 10 won't repost this. Here we go. Oh, nice! It's another jar of love. So is that stuff just an inventory item? Is it just health? Because if so, I don't feel so bad about dropping the other one. I just know not to drop shit in the future. This was really cool, although it would have been cooler if it was a microwave oven. Because that would have like the suicidal angle, but it would also be funny. Because you're not going to commit suicide by sticking your head in a microwave. It's not going to work. You might go on a vision quest, though, and meet your spirit animal. Which, for me, was Tony Danza. All the good spirit animals were gone. They'd been chosen by other people. I got there late. It was either Tony Danza or a barnacle. Way to go forcing me to fucking waste ammo. Fucking Detroit Simulator 2000. 3,000. That's an extra 1,000 that you only get if you pay for the VR version. Haven't I been here? How can this be the exit? This can't be the exit. This is just going to lead me back to where I was. This is... You lied to me. You damn dirty bitch. I'm liking this. I can recommend this already. It's not perfect. It's already better than I expected, though. And there's also parallax mapping on those surfaces, so it looks really good. Devs, use more parallax mapping. In VR, you get like 10 times the effect out of it. It's worth it. It's not for every surface, I don't think, but where it will create the impression of texture, I recommend using it. This is like a... Oh, I can... It's like those chests in Minecraft where you can access anything from anywhere. Cool! I'm over time, though. So I'm going to duck out of this and interrupt the video and then resume playing because I'm having a grand old time. This is awesome. This is what I do instead of going out to clubs and jumping around with floozies that I don't know to music that just makes me want to kill myself. So, hell, basically. Either way, it's either simulated hell or real hell. And then the STDs. Don't get me started on the STDs. You need a fucking Pokedex to keep track of all the STDs in the average club.